This is the fourth video of building my Quetzal skiff. Today is Friday, June 10th, and it is hot and humid. First thing we're going to check out is the rudder and the dagger board. I just got them back from Dave at CCI. He milled them for me. They look absolutely amazing. They're just perfect. Like, they're gorgeously smooth. They look amazing. I don't think you can actually see how good they look in the video. I'm thrilled. They look awesome. My friend Ross, who lives in Ottawa, delivered them for me. His parents are here, so he's back and forth every now and again. So he picked up a bunch of stuff for me. So he picked up the foils for me, and he picked up some hardware for me and a bunch of rope from the chandlery, which is also in Ottawa. And my most recent conundrum is learning how to splice rope, which is really, really hard. If you just tie a knot, rope can lose up to about 50% of its strength, so I've been learning how to splice, which is not easy. This here type is called a Brummel splice, where, just hold on a sec, see if we can get this. This here rope, hold on, come apart, and you go this way. So with this, that's too close, there we go. So with this rope, this rope is going through this rope here, and it's the reverse here, so that this rope is going through this rope, this rope is going through this rope, so that when it's tightened, it's pulling on itself, and it's very, very strong. That's not the hard part. This is just one type of splice. There's another type of splice that's supposed to be easier to do, but they both have the same hard part. This part's not hard. You're supposed to fish this tail down in here, and you do it before you cut it off. And I had it in there once, and I was playing with it, and I accidentally pulled it out because I'm just learning how to do it. This is just cheap nylon because I want to practice before I start doing it on my expensive Vectran rope, which is really cool stuff. Actually, it's 1/8-inch line. It's got over a ton breaking load, so it's very impressive stuff. But I'm just practicing on this stuff. Something that's awesome. I got all the stuff, and I've been trying to learn how to splice, and I've been having trouble. So I emailed Matt at the chandlery, and he emailed me back with some pointers. Bunch up the rope before you try and feed the tail through, which really big help. Actually, that really did help a lot. And something that's really cool is just that, that's the service they offer, and yet he's telling me, helping me out, learning how to do it. Even though it's a service they offer, it's part of their business. And it's actually the same thing with the foils. Dave, what they do is they make rudders, they make dagger boards, they make foils. And after they milled them, they could have fiberglassed it and faired it and all that stuff for me, but he's actually given me tips. I just emailed him a couple days ago too, and he's been giving me tips on, do this, don't do this. This is a good idea, but I don't think you're good enough to do it yet, which he's right. The good idea that I wanted to try, but I don't think I'm good enough for, is making it clear so you could still see the wood grain, which, yeah, it would look awesome, but I'm not that good, so I'm not going to kid myself. Anyway, I'm thrilled with all this stuff, and I'm thrilled with dealing with both of these companies because, they're helping me do services they offer just for the sake of helping me save cash. Anyway, so on to the hull. Here we are. The cockpit is in, the foredecks are on, and I'm about to put on the aft decks. Then after that, the whole thing will be skinned. So to make a bead of epoxy, I had, right along here, there's my finger, I put a bead of epoxy on, everything that's going to be. Anyway, so I was using syringes, but they're a pain in the butt for getting, filling them all the time. And I bought a pastry bag from the dollar store, and the side of it pooped out right immediately when I was using it. So here's what I've came up with now, is a Ziploc bag with the pastry. You buy one pastry thing from the dollar store, and you get 1,000,000 tips for it. So I've duct taped that into a Ziploc bag, and that is strong enough to not break with the epoxy, because, thick epoxy gets hard to be pushed through a small hole in a pastry thing. So that's that. So the hull is just about skinned, which will be awesome because then I can start fairing. The deck, this stuff stuck to it is newspaper because I had newspaper down to protect it when I had cinder blocks on holding it down. Same goes for the cockpit, which I pulled all those up. Here's the nose piece, so it's not attached yet. It's got the hole in it to go over the sprit hole, and it can go on any time. Now, actually, I got to do a little bit of sanding. It's really bright because of this light here. That's, got a little bit of sanding here to fix it up, and then I'll be able to get a good bond when I stick on the nose piece. So that's where I'm at right now. So after all the skins are on, I'm going to have to fair everything. This here piece is a little bit. There's a little bit of lip here, so I have to plane it back down, and a little bit of stuff like that. And then, so it's kind of like a pre-fiberglass fairing, just to get everything perfect before I go fiberglassing. Then I can fiberglass the whole thing, and from there it will be fairing putty and fairing it again, and then clear epoxy, then a paint job, and then I'm gonna hit the water. So this is the 4th video. That's about what's happening right now. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll have a 5th video up soon of maybe fiberglassing and fairing. Alright, thanks for watching.